Hey y'all, today I wanted to talk about a very emotional topic. And first off, I want to say sorry for the bad quality videos. Both cameras are dead at the moment. So, today, like I said, I want to talk about a very emotional topic, which is my house fire. So, me and my dad were both in a house fire in 2011, and it's really hard to talk about because like I said, it's very emotional. So I have a ton of scars on my leg over here and some on my finger. So first off, me and my dad were both sleeping. Leah right here, where she was at speech therapy, and there's Ruger. There's Ruger right here. And like I said, they were both at speech therapy. So they weren't home, and I was really, really sick. And my dad was off work or something. And we both woke up choking on smoke. And we thought our mom and Leah, were baking something or cooking something and burnt it and like forgot about it and fell asleep and couldn't smell it. So we just took a break and waited for a second, and then it got worse and worse. And how do I put it? We started screaming. My dad went down and just to check on everything and see if it was fine because like I said, we didn't realize this little stupid head was at speech therapy. And so my dad saw our house up in flames, our dining room especially. Oh, hi, Rupert. Especially our dining room was up in flames. What are you doing? Okay, but we didn't realize our house was up in flames. So I screamed, and it's a miracle that our dad heard me because we had the fire crackling and the wood snapping. So it's kind of a miracle that he heard me. And he was trying to save the dogs because he did not know I was home. And when he did hear me, he says he apologized to the dogs and said I'm more important. So he ran upstairs and he grabbed me and I said, "You're here, we can die together." And he's like, "No." So he punched 4 double panel windows and we jumped. He jumped and threw me onto the ground. And he landed on a grill because we had a huge grill right under my window, and he landed on it and broke his back in 6 different places. And we lived in the middle of nowhere, and plus the ambulances couldn't get to our house because there was a blizzard, and they wanted to flight my dad, like for life, but they couldn't because of blizzard. So we jumped and ran. Luckily, our van was unlocked, and we sat in there. And we sat in the van and just relaxed. And Leah and her mom drove back home, luckily, right when it happened. And Leah, what did you say you and Mama thought? That Daddy was. Sit up. Me and my mom thought that my dad was like doing fireworks or something. In his underwear. Yeah. So then our mom said to us that she saw black smoke and she really started to worry. And she just sped up. How fast did she go? Like 80? Down half a mile driveway. And she got home and the cops were already there. And the cops said the ambulance couldn't come. And so they said, our mom has to drive us to the hospital. And she sped. Well, you can only imagine how fast you would go for your family if they were on the verge of losing enough blood. And so she sped, and we got to the hospital. And we went in different rooms, but there was just like a curtain. And I remember my dad telling the doctors that I was more important than him and to save me before him. But the doctor said, no, I'm fine. I was just bleeding a lot, but not like at least risking amount. And he had, so we live near Minneapolis, not very far. We can see Minneapolis from our grandma's window. And so he got there, not me. And he went into surgery, and I went into the operating room. But before that, my grandpa was working that day, right? Or no? No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was. He was working in Chicago. He was no, he was at family and grandpa's. Okay, well, our grandpa was our grandma and grandpa's, and he was a cop, so, and he was not supposed to have his lights on unless an emergency, and he put his lights on, and sped to the hospital, and he brought this bear, and I still have it. I still have every gift I got somewhere, and my dad, he said that the doctors said he was going to be paralyzed from the legs down, or the back down, because of the fall. And my dad's like, no, I'm not. And he got up and walked, and the doctors were just amazed. And when I woke up from the operating room, they had the little patches on me, and I kept peeling them off. So the doctors had to keep coming in and putting new pads on me, and then I saw the stitches. So I kept peeling the patches off, and when I saw the stitches, I freaked out. I did not know what they were, and it was really funny. My mom said I was just freaking out because I was so scared. Like, they're string attached to the scars where I was cut. And we had people coming in and out of my room everywhere, from my uncle who lived on the other side of the state to our neighbor. And after everyone came, I remember I had lasagna and peas for dinner. And that's what I remember the most from the hospital and after. And it's so funny. I ate them really quick. And then the nurse came in. Her name was Nurse Dane. And where is that sheet? Okay, but she was wearing a digital camo scrub. And I loved them. And I loved her. She was like the best nurse ever. And after we got out, everything was just burned, from our baby books to our mom's wedding dress. And so we had to get new everything. So when our mom was picking out sheets, she found a digital camo sheet, and I still have it to this day. And I was super happy. And my dad and I got out of the hospital. We spent 3 full days. And our grandma went and picked us up. So we went and picked our daddy up. And I have a picture from it, me and our dad. He was all bandaged up and everything. And I have a picture of us just hugging him, like, thank God we're both alive. And we got out, and it was super happy. And a couple of days later, we were in the newspaper. And our dad's like, hey, we survived. And plus, we're famous in the town because we were in the newspaper. And in the end, my dad's missing an index finger. He had 147 stitches or something like that, and I have 47. And yeah. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you want, like this video and subscribe. Love you. Bye.